What up, guys? So, here once again, classified speaking. You know how we do it. We simplify the complicated. So, we are going to begin with our live session very quickly. And just as you already know, start dropping your pairs in the comment section for me to begin with the technical analysis. Okay, just as we usually do, start dropping your pairs in the comment section so that we can start immediately. Alright, so let's look at the first pair in the comment. Alright, let's look at the first pair in the comment section. Okay, so AUD USD or gold. Let's start. Alright, so gold, let's start on the weekly time frame. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame on gold. Now, gold on the weekly, let's take our time and break it down. On the weekly time frame of gold, we have the weekly upper zone and then the weekly lower zone. Where is price going on the weekly? According to the weekly, the overall direction is to the upside. Why? Because price made a push to the upside, giving us a higher high on the weekly, drop down for a higher low. Where should price go next? Continuational push to the upside. So gold on the weekly time frame, we are expecting buy pressure to hit this resistance level of sensitivity. Now, if price is going to hit this resistance level, how are we going to be able to pick entries to the upside before contact is made? Let's take it again to daily time frame and add more meaning. Alright, so on to the daily time frame of gold to continue with the breakdown. Alright, so this is also gold on the daily time frame. Let's take our time and break it down. Hold on. We are going to break it down or continuously also from the daily time frame. Let me just apply this thing and we go back. Alright, so this is also the daily time frame of gold. Now, gold on the daily time frame, what else we see on the daily? We are seeing what? The daily mid range. So what happened in the daily time frame? Buyers were able to break above the daily resistance level after giving us what? A double confirmation. So this is what? A daily push to the upside of so breaking above the daily resistance level, telling us that indeed price will eventually be going to the upside. But how are we going to be able to pick entries to the upside on gold? Let's take it again to the 4-hour time frame and then continue. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of gold. Now, gold on the 4-hour time frame, let's add our final touch over here. So on the 4H time frame of gold, we have the full H upper and then the full H lower zone. So what happened on the 4-hour time frame? Buyers were able to break above the 4-hour resistance level with a push all the way to the upside. Now, over here on the 4-hour time frame, two things are going to happen before we can pick entry. The first thing that's likely to happen is that since buyers broke above this resistance level, we are likely to see a retest before a continuational push to the upside, or buyers will potentially break above, retest here, and we can also buy to the upside. So there are two ways that we're going to pick the entry. Like I said, the first one is that if price come back for retest here as higher low on the 4-hour, you pick an entry to the upside. However, if price fails to drop all the way down and breaks above this resistance, we wait for retest on it, and we also buy to the upside in the same manner. Alright, so that's it also for gold. Alright, let's continue with the next pair in the comment section. Let's continue the next pair in the comment section. Alright, so next pair in the comment section is what? Let me try and read some of your comments. Alright, I'm seeing EU by DAX. DAX is saying EU or USD. Let's go all the way to USD. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section for me. I'll see it and I'll be able to analyze for you as well. So USD, let's begin the breakdown on the 3-month time frame. Alright, so this is USD on the 3-month time frame. We are going to take our time and then break it down as well. Now, USD on the 3-month time frame, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone as well. What exactly is going on here on USD 3-month time frame? On the 3-month time frame, we are seeing strong level of buy pressure on this support level, which is constantly pushing the market to the upside anytime contact is made. Now look at this. Price made contact recently here on the same strong support level of the 3 months, So where does it go? It goes all the way to this what? Resistance level of sensitivity. So Euro USD, I'm expecting price to hit what? This resistance level on the higher time frame, meaning that what? I'm more what? Bullish on Euro USD. So how am I going to be able to pick buys on Euro USD as price continuously go up? Let's take it again to the monthly time frame and continuously break it down. Alright, so this is also the monthly time frame of Euro USD. Now Euro USD on the monthly time frame, let's break it down. So on the monthly, we have the monthly mid-range zone. What happened on the monthly time frame? Buyers were able to break above the monthly resistance level, giving us a push. We saw how retest, price failed to create new highs, it dropped down again, and we are seeing buy pressure trying to move the market to the upside again. So Euro USD on the monthly time frame, price is what? In an uptrend. Okay, this is what? A very beautiful uptrend. Price is what? In an uptrend. Why? Because it broke above this one resistance, and we have seen what? Movement like this. We are expecting price to go all the way to the upside. So Euro USD, we are looking for buying opportunities here to the upside. All right, let's take it again to the weekly time frame and add another meaning as well. All right, so this is what? Euro USD on the weekly time frame. Let's continue. On the weekly, what else do we also see over here? What else do we also see here? Let's understand things very clearly. What else do we also see here on the weekly? On the weekly time frame, we are seeing what? An uptrend. This is the weekly mid-range zone. A push as higher high here on the weekly, and exhaustion as higher low. We can see what? Equal highs and also equal lows over here. So this is also another uptrend on the weekly, telling us that price can potentially go to the upside. But let's go and find out what is going on the daily before the 4-hour time frame also for entry on Euro USD. So Euro USD onto the daily time frame. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of Euro USD. Now Euro USD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone over here. What is going on the daily time frame? On the daily time frame, we saw very clearly that sellers broke below what? This support level for the daily, giving us a push to the downside. Now after this push, we saw what? A reversal candle, which has gone all the way to retest what? This daily area of what? Sensitivity, giving us what? A lower low here, and then also a lower high here. But remember, we are looking for a buying opportunity. So if you are looking for a buying opportunity, then how are we going to be able to pick our buy to the upside of Euro USD? We will need price to be above this what? Daily resistance level before entries can come in all the way down. Why? Because if you look at the daily time frame, this is what? A beautiful downtrend which can reverse the market all the way down again. So what we are going to do is that we are going to wait for price to break above this resistance, and then we pick entries to the upside of Euro USD. How are we going to do that? Let's take it all the way to the 4-hour time frame and then know exactly how the entry can be done. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of Euro USD. Now Euro USD on the 4-hour, we have the 4-hour level of sensitivity here. Price already in an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame, giving us what? Higher highs and then higher lows. So here we are expecting price to break above this resistance, retest it, and then we can go all the way as expected. So Euro USD, this is also going to be our full and complete technical analysis. Alright. So this is our full and complete technical analysis. Entry comes in after a break above this one daily resistance level, new higher high, new higher low, and then we buy all the way up on Euro USD. So that's also for Euro USD. Let's go to the next pair on board. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section for me. I will see it and I'll be able to analyze as well. Alright, let's continue. I'm seeing CAD JPY by Mura Pedamis. Is it Mura Pedamis? Okay, yes. So let's go all the way to CAD JPY. Let's go to CAD JPY. Alright, so CAD JPY is up next. Let's begin on the 3 months time frame of CAD JPY. Okay, so this is CAD JPY on the 3 months time frame. Let's take our time and also break this pair down very well. Now on the 3 months time frame of CAD JPY, what is going on over here? We have the 3 months upper and the 3 months lower zone as well. There's continuous level of buy pressure on this support level of the 3 months, which is also a constantly moving mark or moving price to the upside anytime contact is what is made. So where is this current buy pressure of the 3 months going? it is going to make contact with this what resistance level. So if you look very closely, this area is what? It's a very beautiful uptrend. Let me show you guys. This particular area is a very beautiful what? Uptrend, which means that we are definitely going to make contact with the resistance level. So this is where price bull structure giving us a higher high, a higher low, higher high again, a higher low. We are expecting price to make contact with this what? Resistance level. So CAD JPY, we are looking for buying opportunities here to the upside. But how do we pick our buys on CAD JPY to the upside? Let's consult the monthly time frame for more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of CAD JPY. Now CAD JPY, the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range on our saw. We are still seeing the uptrend that we saw on the 3 months time frame. So this was what? The push as the higher high. This is the higher low. Alright, new higher high here, new higher low. We are expecting price to continuously go to the upside in that manner. So CAD JPY, this is where we are looking for our buying opportunities to the upside. Let's take it again to a weekly and add more meaning. Alright, so this is also the weekly time frame of CAD JPY. Now CAD JPY on the weekly time frame, let's put meaning into it as well. On the weekly, what else do we have? We have the weekly upper and also the weekly lower zone. Now, if you look at the weekly time frame, you can see that there's a strong level of sell pressure on the weekly resistance level, which is also constantly reversing the market to the downside anytime contact is made. So what are we going to do? We are going to be looking for a buy, as we already know, but our buying opportunities will come above this strong level of what? Resistance. Alright, so CAD JPY, we cannot just buy. We are going to wait for price to break above this resistance level, retest it before we can go all the way up in that manner. So let's take it again to daily time frame and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of CAD JPY. Now CAD JPY also on the daily, let's put meaning into it. On the daily time frame, what do we also have on the daily? We have the daily upper zone and then the daily lower zone. Price is moving up on the daily, right? So push the upside and exhaustion to the downside, and then push the upside, another exhaustion to the upside. We are expecting price to break, retest before entries comes in all the way up. So let's go on the way to a 4-hour time frame and then prepare for what? Our buy setup on CAD JPY. Right, so this is CAD JPY on the 4-hour time frame. How are we going to be able to pick our entry? Like we said on the weekly time frame, price needs to be above the weekly resistance level. So here we are expecting price to break above, retest, and then we can come in with a buy all the way up on CAD JPY. So CAD JPY, this is also going to be a full and complete technical analysis. So that's it also for CAD JPY. Alright, let's move to the next one in the comment section. Keep dropping your pets in the comment section. I will see it and I'll be able to analyze for you as well. I'm seeing lovely info is saying AUD USD. Okay, let's go the way to AUD USD by lovely info. Alright, so this is what AUD USD. Now AUD USD, we have an entry on this pair already in the free Telegram channel. So if you're not in my free Telegram channel, kindly go to my profile. Okay, once you go on my profile, you're going to see this particular link on my profile. Click on it to join my free Telegram channel. That is where free signals are sent each and every week. Okay, so make sure to click on this link to join the free Telegram channel. Alright, let's go back. So like I said, this was what the free signal that was dropped in the Telegram channel. But let's go over it again since I've been mentioned in the comment section and see if there's going to be more opportunities for more buys to the upside on AUD USD. Alright, so this is AUD USD also here on the 3 months time frame. On the 3 months time frame of AUD USD, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone as well. What else are we seeing over here on the 3 months time frame? We are seeing strong level of buy pressure on this one, support level of the 3 months, moving price to the upside time contact is made. Now look at this. When price made contact also here on the 3 months time frame, what else have we seen? We have seen what a strong bullish pin bar. Now this strong bullish pin bar tells us that what there's more buy pressure that will be able to move the market to the upside on AUD USD. So AUD USD, we're looking for buying opportunities on the strong support level of the 3 months. Let's take it again to the monthly and add another meaning. Alright, so this is also the monthly time frame of AUD USD. Now AUD USD on the monthly time frame, let's break it down. So on the monthly of AUD USD, we have the monthly mid-range zone. What happened on the monthly time frame? If you look very closely, you realize that what buyers are booking above this one level of sensitivity. You have seen what retest, another retest here, looking for more buying pressure to the upside of AUD USD. So AUD USD, the monthly is also in agreement that what we are moving all the way to the upside. Let's take it again to a weekly and add another meaning as well. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of AUD USD. Now AUD USD on the weekly time frame, let's put meaning into it. If you look at the weekly of AUD USD, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. And according to the weekly time frame, price is moving in the range or a consolidation. Why? Because there's what? Buy pressure here, which we can call equal lows. There's also sell pressure here, which we can call what? Equal highs. You understand? So this is what? A clear indication of a range or a consolidation period right here on the weekly time frame of AUD USD, which means that AUD USD, the next level of target is going to be the weekly what? Resistance level. So AUD USD, what are we going to do then? We're looking for buying opportunities here to the upside. And if you look at the weekly, price has also begun its uptrend because this was where what? It broke structure on the weekly time frame, okay, and it started moving all the way to the upside as well. So AUD USD, this area is where we are looking for the buying opportunities to the upside. Let's take it again to the daily and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of AUD USD. Now AUD USD on the daily time frame, let's add another meaning as well. We have the daily upper zone, the mid-range, and also the lower zone as well. Now remember, we are looking for buying opportunities on the what? The 3-month support level. We are also capitalizing on the weekly range or the weekly consolidation. Alright, so what are we looking for here on the daily time frame? On the daily, you can see double confirmation and then price also heading to the upside as well. And that is where you're looking for what? The buys all the way to the upside on AUD USD. So AUD USD, this is where you're looking for buying opportunities to the upside. Let's take it to the 4-hour time frame and then continuously analyze this pair. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of AUD USD. Now, like I said, AUD USD, we are already what? In a buy in a free Telegram channel, which the link is on my bio. But let's continuously break it down. So if you look at AUD USD on the 4-hour time frame, what happened on the 4H? We have the 4-hour mid-range zone over here. Price gave us what? A double confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, broke above the neckline with a push, retested it, and that is when we came in with our buy all the way to the upside because this was what? A very good entry. Now, can we add more buys on AUD USD? Of course. Now, AUD USD on the 4-hour time frame, let me enlarge the screen. On the 4-hour time frame, if price manages to break above this current resistance level, which it has already done, okay, so the buy pressure or buyers have been able to break above this resistance level already. Now, once price goes to the upside, we can expect retest on that same one resistance level before an entry comes in again to the upside on AUD USD. So AUD USD, monitor this area. Price has already broken above, but we need to see what? A higher high, a higher low, and then entry can come in again on AUD USD to the upside. So AUD USD, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. Alright, let's continue with the breakdown. Next pair in the comment section for me. Alright, so I'm seeing BTC Baru. Babin Yamin is saying BTC USD. Let's go the way to Bitcoin. Okay, so this is BTC USD. Now, those of you that follows me here on TikTok realize that today I did analysis on BTC USD, which the setup was even in the Telegram channel. Okay, so those of you that are not in the Telegram channel, kindly join from what? From my bio. Let me just show you the setup that we did today on BTC USD right in the Telegram channel. Alright, and it has played out very beautifully. So this is the Telegram channel. Let's see if we can find the BTC setup. Okay, so this was what? The BTC USD setup, and this is also what? The after of it. Alright, so we did a very good job today on the BTC what? Entry. So you can see that what? My assistant over here dropped the setup. Okay, we're expecting BTC to hit what? 90,000, and this was going to be our what? Our entry, and that's exactly what is happening on BTC. But we are still going to go through it again and then continuously break it down to see if there's what? More opportunity. So BTC USD, let's take it down again to the 3 months time frame, and then begin with the whole what breakdown. Okay, so this is BTC USD on the 3 months time frame. Now, on the 3 months time frame of BTC USD, let's understand things clearly over here. We have the 3 months upper zone and the 3 months lower zone. So what is going on the 3 months time frame of BTC? We have what? A push the upside, which gave us this beautiful higher high. Price drop down for what? A higher low. Now after higher low, we saw what? A continuational push which broke above the previous higher high. Now the question we ask ourselves in the 3 months is that will price drop down for a higher low on the 3 months time frame, or is it going to continuously go to the upside? So two questions that requires an answer right here. Will price drop down for a higher low, or will it continuously go to the upside? Let's find out as we take it again to the monthly time frame of BTC USD. Okay, so this is BTC USD on the monthly time frame. Now the monthly time frame of BTC, let's put meaning into it as well. We have the monthly upper zone and then the monthly lower zone. What happened in the monthly time frame? We can see what? Higher highs, higher low, higher high again, higher low, and the break above this what? Previous higher high. Now look at this. Once price broke above this previous higher high, it dropped all the way down to retest it, but after retest, we couldn't see buy pressure enough to move the market to the upside. Instead, sellers came in very strong and then broke below this level again to the downside, which tells us that what? Sellers are in absolute control because they are now trading beneath this one resistance level, which means that BTC USD price is definitely going to drop all the way to the downside. So the question that we ask ourselves on the 3 months time frame has been answered here on the what? On the monthly, we know that price is dropping all the way to the downside for what? A higher time frame, higher low. So we are going to capitalize on that higher low on the higher time frame before it completes. So let's take it again to the weekly and continuously break it down. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the weekly, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. What is going on the weekly time frame? On the weekly, this is what? A double top or equal high. Now after what? The double top price has been able to break below its higher low, okay, or this strong level of what? Sensitivity. Now since buyers or sellers has been able to break below this what? Strong level of what? Support, and we are currently trading below, it is what? Very obvious that price is dropping all the way down on BTC USD. So BTC USD, everything clearly shows here on the weekly that price will be able to drop all the way to the downside. So without further ado, let's take it again to daily time frame and continuously break it down. Alright, so this is also the daily time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone over here. What is going on the daily time frame of BTC USD? On the daily, this is what? A daily push the upside, giving us what? A lower low. This is also a daily exhaustion as lower high. Where should price go next? It should drop continuously to the downside. So even on the daily time frame, after retest as what? As lower high, we can even see what? A bearish engulfing candle close, which is what? Adding more what? Sell pressure to push the market all the way to the downside. But let's go to a 4-hour time frame and then prepare for sales to the downside on BTC USD. Okay, so this is the 4-hour time frame of BTC USD. Alright, let's add more meaning. Let me take this away. So BTC USD on the 4-hour time frame, what can we have back here on the 4H? On the 4H, let's explain very quickly before we add another opportunity. Now the 4-hour time frame of what? BTC, remember, this is the daily lower low and this is what? The daily lower high. But on the 4-hour time frame, right exactly at where price completed the daily lower high, we can see what? A double top as well. A break below the neckline. This was lower low, lower high, and this is where entry came in all the way to the downside. But let's look for more what? Selling opportunities on BTC. Now BTC USD on the 4-hour time frame, let me add another level on the 4H, and we can use that as a benchmark for the next what? Opportunity. Okay, so this is the 4-hour time frame of what? BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the 4-hour time frame, since sellers have been able to break what? Below this what? New lower low, we're going to be expecting what? The next lower high before another selling opportunity comes in to the downside. So BTC USD, this is going to be probably tomorrow's setup for what? The next selling opportunity to the downside on this pair. So that's also for BTC USD. If you follow me very well, Okay, you got an entry here. The next entry comes in here as well, and then you continuously go all the way down on BTC USD. So BTC USD, this is our full and complete technical analysis. All right, let's go to the next one in the comment section. Okay, now the next pair in the comment section, I'm seeing GBP USD. I'm also seeing Nasdaq. All right, let's go to GBP USD. All pairs are going to be analyzed, so keep dropping them in the comment section for me, guys. Make sure to also share the live to your friends in the game as well. All right, let's go all the way to GBP USD. All right, so this is what GBP USD. Let's break it down. Now GBP USD, let's take it to the 3 months time frame and then begin with the breakdown of this pair. Okay, so this is BTC USD on the 3 months time frame. Now the 3 months time frame of BTC, let's add meaning to it. We have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone of the 3 months. Where is price going here on the 3 months time frame? If you look at the overall, okay, this is what? A downtrend on overall. But there's something going over here on the 3 months. There's been buy pressure from this area, which has been able to push the market all the way up. So where is price going on the 3 months? It is coming all the way up here to form what? Equal highs. So GBP USD, price is going all the way up here before it drops down again. So before price will make contact with this one, resistance level, we are going to find entries that will take us all the way to that area as well. So GBP USD, let's look for buys to this resistance level of it. Alright, so let's take it all the way to the monthly and add another meaning. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of GBP USD. Now GBP USD on the monthly time frame, what do you have in the monthly? We have the monthly upper and the monthly lower zone as well. Price is moving to the upside of the monthly. Why? Because it broke one above this one resistance level to the upside, giving us a push, came up for retest. You saw equal high here, equal low, and then buyers were able to break above this previous one resistance level. Came up for another retest. We are expecting price to go up in this manner. So GBP USD, we are looking for buying opportunities here to the upside. Now over here on the monthly time, you can clearly see that what price is trading beneath this one resistance level, but still, since we brought direction to the upside, we're looking for buying opportunities here to the upside, which I'm going to show you as we take it to a weekly time frame. So let's go all the way to the weekly and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of GBP USD. Now GBP USD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. What is going on the weekly? If you look at the weekly very well, you realize that what? This is a weekly push as what? Equal highs and then equal what? Lows. Look at it very well. Okay, look at it very well. You're going to notice what I'm seeing here. Push, exhaustion, push again, under exhaustion. We are expecting price to move from here all the way to the upside. So if you look very closely, you realize that what? There's a buy pressure over here, which is what? The one that reverses the market to the upside on the weekly. And we can also see what the pin bar on that same what support level, which is going to do the job for us. So GBP USD, first time price came here and reversed, second time it reversed, third time, are we going to see the same reversal? Yes, because there's even a pin bar here supporting that theory. So GBP USD, price definitely seeing buy pressure here to go to the upside. Now, how do we pick buys to the upside? Let's take it again to the daily and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of GBP USD. Now GBP USD on the daily, we have the daily mid-range over here. If you look very closely on the daily time frame, okay, price what? Moving to the downside on the daily, because this is what? Daily push, daily exhaustion, daily push again, daily exhaustion, and that daily push, reversal candle over here, morning star, price is going to make another move all the way to the upside. So although we are looking for buying opportunities to the upside on GBP USD, our first target as we pick entry is going to be at this what? Resistance level. Why? Because on the daily, we have what? A downtrend. You understand? So we are first going to pick entry from here to this what? Resistance level of the monthly or the lower high of the daily. Alright, let's take it again to a 4 hour and then know how we can pick the buys to the upside on this pair. Alright, so this is the 4 time frame of GBP USD. Now GBP USD on the 4 time frame, we are seeing what? The emergence of what? This uptrend. We have what? The daily, the full H upper and then the full H lower zone as well. Price is moving to the upside on the 4-hour time frame, obviously, as you can see here. Okay, we have what? Uptrend scenarios or higher highs and higher lows. There's one a strong pin bar here, which I'm expecting it to move the market to the upside. So GBP USD, I'm expecting more buy pressure from the 4-hour support level to move the market to this one level of what? Sensitivity. So GBP USD, this will also be a full and complete technical analysis. There's a confirmation candle here on the what? The 4-hour time. So I won't talk about any confirmation at this moment. We are definitely going to see price move all the way to the upside as expected. All right. So that's also what for GBP USD. Remember, like I said, okay, overall direction is to the upside, but for now on the daily time frame, okay, this is what? A downtrend. So that is why we are taking an entry to the lower high of that daily what? Downtrend. So if price breaks above this lower high, then we can add more buys as it keeps going to the upside. All right, let's take it to the next pair. All right, I'm seeing gold. Let's go to gold. I'm also seeing USD CAD. Let's go to gold and then USD CAD. Keep dropping your pairs. If I don't see for the first time, I'll surely see for the second or the third. So gold, let's go all the way to the weekly time frame and begin with the breakdown. Okay, so this is gold on the weekly time frame. Now, before I break down gold, if you haven't joined my free Telegram channel, kindly go to my profile. Now, my profile, click on this link to join my free Telegram channel. The free Telegram channel is where you get what? A free signal each and every week. If you are failing to join, you can just pick my WhatsApp contact, WhatsApp me, and I'll send the link myself. Alright, let's go back and then continuously analyze the gold. Alright, so this is gold on the weekly. We have the weekly upper zone and then the weekly lower zone. Prices are moving to the upside on the weekly. Why? Because this is a push as higher high. This is an exhaustion as a higher low, where's the upside. So XAUSD or gold on the weekly, price is definitely going to make contact with the next resistance level of sensitivity. But the question then is, how can we buy before contact is made on this resistance level? Let's take it again to daily time frame and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of gold. Now, gold on the daily time frame, what else do we have here on the daily? On the daily, we have the daily mid-range zone. Price has given us what a double confirmation on the daily, broke above the lower high. So where does it go? It goes continuously to the upside. So the break above the lower high of the daily tells us that gold is indeed heading to this one resistance level of sensitivity. But how are we going to buy before price gets to this resistance level? Let's take it finally to the 4-hour time frame and then have our entry. Alright, so onto the 4-hour time frame of gold. Now this is the 4-hour time frame of gold. Gold on the 4-hour time frame. How are we going to be able to prepare the buy to the upside on this pair? Let's find out. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame of gold, we have the full H upper and then the full H lower zone as well. Buyers have been able to break above this 4-hour resistance level with a push all the way to the upside. And after a push, what happens next? Retest. After retest, continuational push all the way to the upside. So gold, I'm expecting what? Sellers to see more sell pressure from here, come for retest as higher low before it goes all the way to the upside, or before we buy on the higher low to the upside. However, if sellers are unable to complete what? Retest, and instead it breaks above this one resistance level on the 4H, that will be the same thing. Wait for retest, and we can also buy again to the upside in that manner. So gold is either we are buying on the retest here on the 4H to the upside, or we are buying on the retest above to also go to the upside. Same thing, same meaning, same understanding, same direction. So that's also for what? For good technical analysis. Alright, let's go to, I saw a particular pair. Someone said, do you have personal class? Yes, I do. Those of you that are interested in my mentorship, okay, you can message me right after the live session. Okay, I have classes on that as well. Let's go all the way to USD CAD. Okay, let's go to USD CAD. By Mora Pidemis, it says USD CAD. Let's go back to USD CAD. Okay, so USD CAD, what are you expecting on this pair? Let's begin the breakdown on the higher time frame. Alright, so this is USD CAD on the 3 months time frame. Now, on the 3 months time frame of USD CAD, let's take our time and break this pair down. USD CAD on the 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone as well. What is going on here on the 3 months time frame? On the 3 months, we are seeing buy pressure from below and then sell pressure also from above. But let's talk about this whole area very well carefully and know how we are going to find opportunities on this pair. So if you look at the 3 months time frame of USD CAD, when price first made contact here, it saw a reversal to a downside. Upon the second contact, it saw a reversal to a downside. We have seen the third contact. Are we going to see the same sell pressure to the downside? According to the 3 months time frame, it is possible. So it's a yes that we are likely to see what sell pressure bring the market to a downside. Why? Because of this reversal candle, which is an evening star candle confirmation. So because of this evening star, it is very possible that price will see sell pressure and then drop all the way to a downside. So USD CAD, we're looking for selling opportunities. Now, how do we pick sales on USD CAD? Let's take it again to the monthly so that we can add another meaning to this analysis. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of USD CAD. Now, USD CAD in the monthly time frame, let's put meaning into it as well. On the monthly, what else we have on the monthly time frame? We are seeing sell pressure from this resistance, which is called a push. Now, after a push, what happens next? An exhaustion. After exhaustion, there should be continuation push all the way to the downside. So USD CAD on the monthly, push the downside and exhaustion to the upside. We are expecting continuation push all the way down as expected. But how are we going to be able to locate sales to the downside? Let's take it again to the weekly and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame of USD CAD. Now USD CAD in the weekly time frame, let's put meaning into it. On the weekly of USD CAD, we have the weekly upper and the weekly lower zone. What happened in the weekly? Buyers were able to break above the strong resistance level of the weekly to the upside with what? With a push. Now after a push, what happened? Price made contact with this neckline. Okay, this is the neckline of this double top. Okay, don't forget that. So price has been able to make contact with the neckline of the double top there. This is also a push on the weekly. After a push, what happens? Retest as higher low. So the weekly time frame speaks a lot. Okay, the first pitch that we see on the weekly is this double top and the retest of the neckline of that double top, which means that we're going to see sell pressure to the downside. At the same time, since buyers broke above this resistance level of the weekly, this is also called a push or higher high. After higher high, what should price do? It must also come down for higher low. So everything shows that on the weekly, we are going to see price drop down as a retest on this weekly support level. So we are going to pick selling opportunities from there to the weekly support level. How do we do that? Let's take it again to a daily and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of USD CAD. Now USD CAD, the daily time frame, let's put meaning into it. We have the daily mid range. So what happened in the daily? Buyers made a daily push, daily exhaustion, another daily push, another daily exhaustion, but couldn't find buy pressure here to move to the upside. Instead, sellers are still dropping or moving the market to the downside and has even broken below the daily level of sensitivity. So which means that USD CAD price definitely going to see more sell pressure below and then drop down as expected on the weekly time frame. So how do we pick sales to the downside of USD CAD? Let's take it again to the 4-hour time frame and then add our final touch. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of USD CAD. Now USD CAD the 4-hour time frame, price is already reversing. This is a very beautiful double top, very beautiful double top. This is the break line or break below the neckline. Okay, so drop all the way down, so lower low, lower high. You've seen this movement over here. So how are you going to pick sales to the downside? Since we now understand that on the 4H price in a downtrend, what are we going to do? We're going to wait for the next break to the downside, the next retest, and we sell all the way down. So USD CAD, this is exactly how we are going to pick our entry to the downside. Okay, so I'll be expecting price to drop further to the downside, later retest again, and then we can sell all the way down on USD CAD. So USD CAD, this is also our full and complete technical analysis. A very beautiful pair for a beautiful entry as well. Alright, let's continue. Next one in the comment section for me. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section. Guys, make sure to also follow me once you enjoy the live session. Make sure that you also follow me. I'm seeing NAS by Gaba. It's saying NAS 100. Let's go to it to NAS 100. Okay, so NAS 100, what exactly is going on NAS 100? Let's take it to the monthly time frame. Okay, or the 3 months. Let's go to the 3 months instead. Alright, so this is the 3 months time frame of NAS 100. NAS 100 on the 3 months time frame, let's break it down. We have the 3 months upper zone and then the lower zone. What is price zone over here? It is in an uptrend. This is a push as higher, higher low, higher again, higher low. We have seen continuation push all the way to the upside. So NAS 100, it is very evident that what? Price is moving all the way to the upside. Now, if price is going up overall, what do? We look for buying opportunities instead. So let's take it again to the monthly time frame where we can add another meaning to what? To the NAS 100 pair. So NAS 100, this is the monthly time frame. Let's understand what is going on here on the monthly. We have the monthly mid range. So what happened in the monthly time frame? Still uptrend, higher high, higher low, and then a continuation push to the upside also. So NAS 100, we are expecting more buy pressure to continuously push price to the upside. Now, how do we pick buys? We are not done yet, so let's take it to a weekly and then continuously break it down. This is also the weekly time frame of NAS 100. There's not so much to be said here on the weekly. Okay, we are only seeing what? Pushes and exhaustion cycles, which we are expecting to continuously move the market all the way up there. Let's go again to daily time frame. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of NAS 100. Now, NAS 100 on the daily time frame, let's put meaning into it. We have the daily upper zone and then the daily mid range and also the daily lower zone. This is an uptrend on the daily. Push, exhaustion, higher low, another push as higher high, another exhaustion as higher low. We are expecting price to go all the way up in this manner. And on the daily time frame, there is what? A candle confirmation, which is this morning star indicating that price will definitely go to the upside on NAS 100. So NAS 100, let's look for what? Buys on the 4-hour time frame to the upside. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of NAS 100. NAS 100 and 4-hour time frame, let's look at how we are going to pick our entry to the upside. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame of NAS 100, we have the full H upper zone and then the full H lower zone. Price is in an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame, push the upside, and exhaustion higher low, equal highs, equal low. We are expecting buy pressure on the equal low to the upside. So NAS 100, this is where we are going to pick our entry to the upside. Once we see what candle confirmation, we are buying all the way up on this pair to the upside. So NAS 100, this is the full and complete technical analysis. A very beautiful pair, which we are likely to get a very good entry tomorrow. So that's it also for NAS 100. Let's go to the next pair. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section. I will see it and I'll be able to analyze as well. Okay, let's see. I'm seeing UAUD by Dash Junior. It's saying UAUD. Let's go to UAUD. UAUD by Dash Junior. Okay, so UAUD, what is happening? Let's take it all the way to the 3 months time frame and then begin with the breakdown. Okay, so this is the 3 months time frame of UAUD. Let's start with the breakdown of UAUD. But before I break down UAUD, if you are new to Classic Forex and you haven't joined my free Telegram channel, kindly go to my profile. Now my profile, click on this link to join my free Telegram channel. If you are failing to join, you can simply send me a WhatsApp message and I'll reply you with the link as well. Alright, let's continue on with the UAUD. This is UAUD on the 3 months time frame. We have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone of UAUD. What is going on UAUD? Buyers were able to break above this resistance level with a push and exhaustion. We are seeing continuation push all the way up. So UAUD, the overall direction is to the upside. We are expecting price to hit this one resistance level on the UAUD. But the question then is, how will buy pressure come in and go to the upside? We need to investigate and find out. So UAUD, let's take it to the monthly time frame and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of UAUD. Now UAUD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper and the monthly lower zone. What happened on the monthly time frame? Buyers were able to break above this equal highs to the upside, giving us what? The higher high. After higher high on the monthly, what is expected? And we are expected to see what? Higher low before continuation push all the way to the upside. So although the overall direction of UAUD is to the upside, price must complete higher low before it decides to go to the upside in that manner. So as a result of that, we're going to look for selling opportunities to capitalize on the higher low before price goes all the way up again. So UAUD, we are looking for selling opportunities to the downside before buying opportunities to the upside as well. All right, let's go all the way to the weekly and then continuously break down the spread. All right, so this is the weekly time frame of UAUD. Now UAUD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone. Okay, remember this is the higher high of the monthly, and this is the expected higher low before price goes all the way to the upside. But if you look at the weekly time frame, you can also see that what there's more sell pressure on this weekly resistance level, which is trying to drop all the way down to complete its higher low. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking for selling opportunities here to the downside if possible. So let's take it again to the daily time frame and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of UAUD. Now UAUD on the daily time frame, what do we have in the daily? We have the daily mid-range zone over here. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we've seen that what sellers were able to break below the daily support level. It went all the way up, broke above, but couldn't extend further. But what happened? After this push and this break above, it is starting to drop all the way to the downside, which means that UAUD, we are likely to see sell pressure from here, which will complete the higher low on the monthly before price goes to its overall direction. So UAUD, this is where we are looking for selling opportunities to the downside. Let's take it to the 4-hour time frame and understand that area much more better. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of UAUD. Now UAUD on the 4-hour time frame, let's put meaning into it. If you look closely at the 4-hour time frame of UAUD, you're going to see that this is the double top. This is a breakdown or break below the neckline. We have lower low, we have lower high here. We are expecting price to drop all the way down. So the 4-hour time frame is giving us more indications that price will be able to drop from the daily lower high to the downside, right? So this is where we are expecting the sell pressure to come in and then move the market to the downside. And we also have this beautiful structure here, which is telling us that price will definitely be dropping to the downside. So UAUD, what we have on the day on the 4-hour, lower low, lower high, price has moved a little bit to the downside. So what we can do over here on the 4-hour is that if you want to enter this pair, what you're going to do is that since price is almost making contact with its previous low, what you're going to do is that you're going to wait for a price to break, retest, and then you sell all the way down on UAUD. So UAUD, this is going to be the full and complete technical analysis. Okay, so wait for the break below, okay, the retest, and then the entry all the way to the downside on UAUD. So UAUD, this is the full and complete technical analysis. Alright, so something like this on the 4H before price will drop all the way down on UAUD. So UAUD, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm seeing GBP JPY. Let's go to GBP JPY. I'm also seeing EU. I'll do all of that. Let's go to GBP JPY. Okay, so this is GBP JPY. Let's begin the breakdown also on the 3 months time frame. Alright, so this is GBP JPY on the 3 months time frame. What exactly is going on GBP JPY 3 months time frame? Let's find out as we break it down. Now, on the 3 months time frame of GBP JPY, we have the 3 months upper, the middle zone, and also the lower zone. Look at this. On the 3 months time frame, buyers have been able to break above this resistance level, the 3 months, with a push exhaustion. We are expecting price to go all the way to this resistance level. So GBP JPY, it is very understandable on a 3 months time frame that price is going all the way to the upside. But how do we pick buys to the upside on this pair? Let's take it again to the monthly and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY on the monthly, we have the monthly upper and the monthly lower zone. On the monthly, we can still see that price is going to the upside, push exhaustion. We are expecting continuation push all the way up. So there's not so much to talk about here on the monthly. Let's take it again to a weekly and continuously break it down. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of GBP JPY. Now, GBP JPY, the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. If you look very closely at the weekly time frame, what you are going to notice is a break above the weekly resistance level. You're going to see a retest of the weekly resistance. First, the price go again, it should be able to go all the way to the upside. So, price on the weekly is going to make contact with this one resistance level. So in that case, we are looking for buying opportunities here to the upside. How do we pick that buy? Let me take it again to the daily so that we can continue with the breakdowns. All right, so this is the daily time frame of GBP JPY. GBP JPY on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone. On the daily, what is going on? We are also seeing an uptrend. Okay, this is what the beautiful uptrend on the daily, which is expected to move the market to the upside. So GBP JPY, this is where you are looking for the buying opportunity to the upside. Let's look at how we can buy on the 4-hour time frame of GBP JPY. Okay, so this is GBP JPY on the 4-hour time frame. Let me add a 4-hour level here for a better explanation. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame of GBP JPY, this is the 4-hour time frame build up. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame, price was able to break above the 4-hour resistance level, giving us one uptrend, a higher high, higher low, equal high, equal low. You have seen another equal high. I'll be expecting next one low, and then we can buy all the way up on GBP JPY. So GBP JPY, this is also our full and complete technical analysis. Okay, you're expecting price to drop down again back to the support level or the full H, where it can pick enough buy pressure to go all the way to the upside. So this is also what GBP JPY full and complete technical analysis. All right, let's go to the next pair in the comment section. I'm seeing gold and BTC. Gold and BTC. All right, so gold and BTC. Let's dive into it. All right, so gold. Let's begin the breakdown also on the weekly time frame. All right, so this is gold on the weekly time frame. Now, gold on the weekly, let's put meaning into it. We have the weekly upper and then the weekly lower zone. Price is in an uptrend on the weekly. Why? Because this is a weekly push as higher high. This is weekly exhaustion as higher low. Where should price go next? Continue the move all the way to the upside. So on the weekly time frame, we are expecting gold to hit this resistance level of sensitivity. But how do we pick our buy to the upside on gold? Let's consult the daily time frame for more clues. Alright, so this is also the daily time frame of gold. Now, gold on the daily time frame, what do we have in the daily? We have the daily mid-range zone. We can see a double confirmation here on the daily. Price broke above the lower high, meaning that what is going to make contact with the next level of what? Sensitivity. So gold, we are looking for buying opportunities to go all the way up. How do we pick our buy? Let's take it again to the 4-hour for a better entry. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of gold. Now, gold on the 4H time frame, what is going on here? We have the 4H upper and the 4H lower zone as well. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, buyers have been able to break above the 4-hour resistance level with a push all the way to the upside. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, if price manages to come back for a retest, you enter here on the retest to the upside. So this is our first entry on gold. Now, if this sell setup does not come true, if this buy setup does not come true, then what we're going to do is that we're going to wait for price to break above this resistance, give us for the retest, and we can also buy from here to the upside on gold. So gold, we are buying in two ways, either entry here to the upside or entry above also to the upside. So that's our full and complete technical analysis for gold. All right, let's go to the BTC USD, which is up next. All right, so BTC USD is up next. Now BTC, what are we looking for? We are looking for what? Selling opportunities. Now let's take it all the way to a 3-month time frame and begin with BTC sell setup. Okay, so this is BTC USD on the 3-month time frame. Now the 3-month time frame, let's break it down. On the 3 months, what do we have here? We have the 3 months upper zone and then the lower zone as well. This is a push the upside as higher high. This is an exhaustion as higher low. What happens next? Continuation push After continuation push, we are expecting retest as what? As higher low. So on the overall direction, or on what BTC on the 3 months, price must complete the next higher low before it goes all the way to the upside again. So we are expecting more sell pressure to bring the market down to around what? If you are here on the 3 months, that will be around what? 64,000. Okay, so BTC we are expecting what? A drop to the downside. It's as simple as that. But how are we going to pick sales as price keeps dropping? Let's take it again to the monthly and add another meaning. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper and the monthly lower zone. Price was in an uptrend here on the monthly, but look at this. When buyers broke above this previous high of the monthly with a push to the upside, they came back to retest this one previous high, but couldn't extend further to the upside. Instead, sellers were strong enough to break below. So since sellers are trading beneath this one level of sensitivity, means that they are in control, they are definitely pushing the market all the way down. So BTC USD is very evident here on the monthly that price will drop all the way down. But how do we pick sales as price will be dropping? Let's take it again to the weekly and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. On the weekly, this is what? A double top. Well, now it's a double top, it's a reversal formation. This is a break what? Below the neckline, which is also a break below this strong level of what? Buy pressure. Okay, so this was sell pressure, which became buy pressure, and then sellers have been able to break beneath it, which means that there's more sell pressure coming in to the downside. So on the weekly, we have equal highs. We are expecting what? The next lower low on this support level of the weekly what? Time frame. So how do we sell? Let's take it again to the daily time frame. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone. What is going on in the daily? Price is what? In a downtrend on the daily time frame. This is a push as lower low. This is an exhaustion as lower high. We are expecting continuation push all the way to the downside to create what? The next lower low for the daily time frame. So after lower high here, what happens? Buyers or sellers give us what? Bearish engulfing candle indicates that there's more sell pressure coming in to move the market down. So let's take it to the 4-hour time frame and then prepare for the sell to the downside of BTC USD. Alright, so this is BTC USD on the 4-hour time frame. Let's put meaning into it. On the 4-hour time frame, remember this is the daily lower low and this is also the daily lower high. But on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing a double top, a break below the neckline, lower low, lower high, lower low. I'm expecting the next lower high, and I'll pick entry here to the downside on what? On BTC USD. So BTC USD, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. Okay, so the next setup comes in this manner. So this will be the next one, selling setup on BTC USD. Alright, let's move to the next one in the comment section. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section for me. I will see it and I'll be able to analyze it as well. Okay, let's go all the way to EU. I'm also seeing AUD NZD. I'm not sure how to on my watch list today. AUD NZD. No. I don't have AUD NZD on my watch list. Sorry. Okay, let's go to EU by K Muyuni. Okay, so K is saying USD. Let's go and break it down. This is USD and we are looking for a buying opportunity on this. But why are we so interested in buying USD? Let's take it to the higher time frame to start the process. Okay, so this is USD on the 3 months time frame. Now the 3 months time frame of USD, let's break it down. So in the 3 months, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone as well. There's what? Strong level of buy pressure on the 3 month support level of USD, which is constantly pushing price to the upside. Now, when price made contact again recently, it has seen the same buy pressure all the way to the upside. But the question then is, where is this buy pressure heading to? It is heading to this what? Resistance level of sensitivity. So USD, we are looking for buying opportunities before contact is made on the equal highs. But how do we pick those buys? Let's take it again to the monthly and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of Euro USD. Now Euro USD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range zone. What happened in the monthly? Buyers were able to break above the monthly resistance level with a push. This is an exhaustion. We saw equal high here under low. We are expecting buy pressure from here to continuously push the market to the upside. So Euro USD, since the monthly is also in an uptrend, we are looking for what? The buying opportunity as well. Let's take it again to a weekly and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of Euro USD. Now Euro USD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range. What else do you see here on the weekly? We also seen an uptrend. This is a push as higher high. This is an exhaustion as high low. Equal highs. And we can also have what? Equal lows over here. So I'm expecting buy pressure to continuously move price all the way up in this beautiful manner. So Euro USD, this is where we're looking for the buying opportunities to the upside. But how do we pick our buys? Let's take it again to a daily and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of Euro USD. Now Euro USD on the daily time frame, what do we have in the daily? We have the daily mid-range zone. On the daily time frame, we can say that this level is a strong level of what? Buy pressure, which got broken to form what? A lower low, and this is also what? A lower high. So on the daily, we are what? In a downtrend currently, but we are expecting buy pressure to go all the way to the upside. So how then are we going to be able to pick buys when price is on this one level of sensitivity? We are going to wait for price to break above, retest, and then we can go all the way up in that manner. So let's take it to the 4 hour and let me show you exactly how we're going to pick the entry to the upside on Euro USD. So this is Euro USD on the 4 hour time frame. This is how we're going to pick our buy. So on the 4 hour time frame, we have the 4 hour mid-range zone. Price is moving to the upside on the 4 hour. Higher high, higher low, equal low, new higher high, new higher low. We are expecting price to create another higher high by breaking above this one resistance level. And then we can buy in this beautiful manner. Okay, the reason why we are not buying from here currently is because of what? The downtrend, alright? It's because of the downtrend on the daily time frame. Okay, so once buyers are able to break above here, then wait for the retest and we go all the way up in that manner. So that's also for what? For good technical analysis. Alright, so good, we are also done with the full and complete breakdown. Right, so moving on to the next pair on our list. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section. Make sure to also follow me here on TikTok so that anytime I come on live, you'll be notified as well. Alright, let's continue. Next pair in the comment section for me. Alright, let's see. I'm seeing UJ, which is what? The Euro JPY. Let's go to Euro JPY. UG or Euro JPY. Okay, so this is Euro JPY. Let's start the breakdown on the higher time frame as usual. Alright, so this is Euro JPY on the 3 months time frame. Now the 3 months time frame with Euro JPY, let's break it down. But before I break down Euro JPY, if you are new to Classic Forex, you haven't joined my free Telegram channel, kindly go to my profile. Now my profile, click on this link to join my free Telegram channel. If you are failing to join through the free link here, pick my WhatsApp me, and I'll send you the link myself. Alright, let's go back and then analyze the UJ or Euro JPY. Is it? Hold on, let me check. Okay, I think USD JPY, sorry. UJ is USD JPY rather. So it's USD JPY rather. Okay, so USD JPY, let's begin with the breakdown of this pair. Hold on. Let's begin with the breakdown of USD JPY. Okay. So this is the 3 months time frame of USD JPY. Now USD JPY on the 3 months time, this is the entire 3 months time frame, and this is the levels that we have on the 3 months. I just want you guys to get a whole view of the 3 months time frame structure. So the 3 months time, what is going on? Upper zone, middle zone, lower zone. Let's talk about the flow. On the 3 months time frame, price broke structure on the 3 months. Look at this. Price broke structure here. when we saw what this beautiful head and shoulder, and it started moving to the upside. So this is what an uptrend on the 3 months time frame. Now let's get closer on the 3 months. Let's get closer on the 3 months time frame of USD JPY. This is what a push up on USD JPY. So we're looking for buying opportunities to the upside. Let's take it again to the monthly and continuously break this pair down. So this is also the monthly time frame of USD JPY. Now USD JPY on the monthly, let's continuously break it down. We have the monthly mid-range zone. On the monthly, we can see what buy pressure over here, which is constantly also pushing price to the upside. And on the third contact, we're definitely going to see price push to this what monthly resistance level. So USD JPY price is heading all the way to a resistance level as it has already been what doing from the past. So USD JPY, let's look for entries here to this one resistance level of the monthly. All right, let's take it again to the weekly and continuously break it down. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame of USD JPY. Now USD JPY on the weekly time frame, let's put meaning into it again. All right, so on the weekly time frame of USD JPY, we have the weekly mid-range, which is what a strong level of what sensitivity. What happens? Buyers have been able to break above this resistance level. So once buyers have been able to break above the weekly resistance level, it gives us a free range to the next level of what resistance. So price is definitely hitting this what level to continue in its equal high formation. All right, so once it's been a break above here, price is definitely heading all the way to this one resistance level. So let's look for buying opportunities here to the upside on USD JPY. So USD JPY, taking it again to the daily. All right, so this is the daily time frame of USD JPY. Now USD JPY on the daily time frame, what do we also have here on the daily? We have the daily mid-range zone over here. Price is moving to the upside. Started an uptrend here. Higher high, higher low. We are expecting price to go all the way up in that manner. So USD JPY, let's look for buying opportunities here as we go to the 4-hour time frame. All right, so onto the 4-hour time frame. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame of USD JPY. Now USD JPY on the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see how price has already structured itself for the entry. Let's explain. On the 4-hour, I have the 4-hour resistance level. Okay, strong level of sell pressure on the 4-hour time frame. Buyers broke about the resistance with a push. Price is coming all the way down for retest. So price going to complete the retest, and after retest, you will pick the buys to the upside on USD JPY. So USD JPY, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. So once price is able to complete the retest on this one resistance as support, that's where you come in and then find buying opportunities to the upside. So USD JPY, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. Let's go to the next one in the comment section. I'm seeing NZD USD by Andrew David is saying NZD USD. Keep dropping your best in the comment section. I will see it and I'll analyze. So NZD USD is up next. Let's go to NZD USD. Let's go to NZD USD. So NZD USD is up next. Let's take it all the way to the 3 months and then begin with the breakdown as usual. All right, so this is what NZD USD on the 3 months time frame. Now NZD USD on the 3 months time frame, let's take our time and then break down this pair. Now on the 3 months time frame of NZD USD, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone as well. Where is price going on the 3 months? On the 3 months, if you look very closely at the entire movement or the entire formation, you realize that this is what a very big downtrend. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Price is just what moving all the way to the downside. So this is what a big downtrend in the 3 months time frame. But how will price be dropping now? Because currently on the 3 months time frame, although price is what in an overall downtrend, you are going to see that there's what a strong level of buy pressure here, which is going to be very difficult for price to continuously go all the way down. So let's look at this one support level here. and what it means as we go and break it down from other time frames. So let's go to the monthly. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of NZD USD. Now NZD USD on the monthly time frame, let's break it down. So on the monthly, we have the monthly mid-range zone over here. What happened in the monthly? Price is also in a downtrend in the monthly time frame. This was equal lows that broke into form a lower low, lower high. Where should price go next? Continuously move all the way to a downside. But remember, like I said, there's a support level here which we need to be very careful of. So let's take it again to the weekly and add another meaning. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of NZD USD. So NZD USD on the weekly, we have the weekly upper, the mid-range, and then the lower zone. So this is what the support level that I was talking about on the higher time frame. So that support level means a lot over here on the weekly, because you can see that anytime price tries to break below, it always sees reversal to the upside. Okay, so it's very likely that we're going to see the same exact thing move the market all the way up. But let's go through it, break it down first, and see what exactly can happen over here on NZD USD. So NZD USD, let's take it again to the daily time frame. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of NZD USD. Now NZD USD on the daily time frame, price is in a downtrend. Why? Because it is forming lower lows and lower highs. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low again. What is going to happen? There's going to be definitely a lower high because of the strong weekly support level. So NZD USD, price is going to see a lower high. So that lower high, we are going to capitalize on that movement. How? By picking buys on the 4 hour. So let's go to the 4 hour. So this is the 4 hour time frame of NZD USD. Now NZD USD on the 4 hour time frame, price is already going to the upside since it broke structure here. So price from lower low, new lower low, and after that it broke above the previous lower low, giving us this uptrend on the 4 hour. But how are we going to pick our buys to this resistance level as lower high on the daily? We are first going to wait for price to break above this resistance level, the 4 hour, give us a new higher high, a new higher low, and then we buy to this resistance as the lower high on the daily. So that's also for NZD USD. So NZD USD, this is our beautiful buy setup to the upside as well. So NZD USD full and complete technical analysis has been done. Okay, let's go to the next one. Renebu is saying you are awesome in your analysis. Thank you too. Thank you, Renebu. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, let's go to EA. Someone is saying EA. EA is what? UAD. Okay, let's go to UAD. So UAD is up next. Let's break it down. Now, this is UAD. We are looking for what? A selling opportunity on this pair. Now, why are we looking for a selling opportunity on UAD? Let's start with the breakdown on the higher time frame. Okay, so this is UAD on the 3 months time frame. Now the 3 months time frame of UAD, let's break it down. On the 3 months, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone as well. Now UAD on the 3 months time frame, buyers have been able to break above this resistance level with a push all the way to the upside. So according to the overall time frame of UAD, buyers are expected to reach this resistance level of sensitivity. But the question is, how will buyers be able to reach this resistance level? We need to find out as we continuously break it down. So UAD, let's take it again to the monthly and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of UAD. Now UAD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper zone and the monthly lower zone as well. Buyers have been able to break above this equal highs of the monthly, giving us a higher high. After higher high, we are expected to see higher low before price goes all the way to the upside. So although the overall direction is the upside on UAD, price must first complete higher low before it moves to the upside. And over here on the weekly or the monthly, we can see exactly that. And then we are also seeing a bearish pin bar here, which is also indicating that there will be more sell pressure to complete the higher low before price goes into it overall. So first of all, we're going to pick sells to capitalize on that higher low. How do we do that? Let's take it again to the monthly and add more meaning. I mean the weekly, sorry. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of UAD. Now UAD on the weekly, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. Price is seeing more sell pressure on this one, resistance level of the monthly, because it's the higher high of the monthly. So we are expecting price to break below and complete the higher low before it goes to the upside. So UAD, I'm looking for selling opportunities here if possible to sell here to complete the next higher low of the what? The monthly on UAD. So let's take it again to a daily and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of UAD. Now UAD on the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone over here. What is going on the daily time frame of UAD? Now UAD on the daily time frame, when price broke below here with a push, okay, it went all the way up, trying to move to the upside as price has already been doing previously. Okay, but you can see that once it went all the way up, it has seen sell pressure again, and we are now trading beneath the what? The daily support level. Okay, so buyers or sellers are now trading beneath this what support level, which means that they are in control. They're definitely going to push the market all the way to the downside. And if I look at this pair very well, what I can also see is what? Another reversal formation over here, which is what? A head and shoulder movement, or a head and shoulder formation is also likely to reverse the market as expected. So UAD, I'm looking for selling opportunities below here to the downside. How do I sell? Let's take it to daily or the 4-hour time frame and then complete the sell setup. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of UAD, and this is exactly how we're going to sell. On the 4H, price is what? In a downtrend. This is what? A double top, a break below the neckline. We have lower low, we have lower high. What happens next? We are expecting the next lower low, the next lower high, and then we can sell all the way down on UAD to the downside. So UAD, this is also our full and complete technical analysis. Alright, let's move to the next pair in the comment section. Guys, make sure to follow me once you are watching the live session as well. Next pair in the comment section. I'm seeing GBP JPY by Invincible. Invincible is saying GBP JPY. Okay. Someone said thank you for thank you. It's in line with my strategy and setup. Okay, very good, very good. All right, let's go there to GBP JPY. Let's go to GBP JPY. So GBP JPY is up next. Now GBP JPY, we are looking for a buying opportunity on this pair. How do we pick our buy? Let's start with the what? With the analysis. How did we get to the buy setup? Let's begin on the 3 months time frame of GBP JPY. Okay, so this is GBP JPY on the 3 months time frame. Now the 3 months time frame of GBP JPY, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and also the lower zone of GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY, we are seeing buy pressure from this support level, which broke above the resistance level of the mark, the 3 months. Now once buyers are broken above the resistance level with a minor push and a minor exhaustion, we are expecting price to continue the move to make contact with this resistance level. But how is price going to buy its way to this resistance level? We are going to find out as we work, continue with the breakdown. So GBP JPY, let's take it to the monthly. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY on the monthly time frame, we also have the monthly upper zone, the mid-range or the lower zone. This is also the same push, the same exhaustion. We are expecting continuation push all the way up. So GBP JPY, there's not so much to talk about here on the monthly, but we are expecting price to reach this one resistance level. Let's take it again to the weekly time frame where we can add more meaning. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY on the weekly time frame, what do we also have in the weekly? We have the weekly mid-range zone over here. Price is also in an uptrend because it broke above the weekly resistance, giving us a push and exhaustion. We are expecting continuation push, which will make contact with this resistance level. Let's take it again to the daily and continuously analyze this pair. So this is also the daily time frame of GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY on the daily time frame, what do we also have here? We have the daily mid-range zone. There's buy pressure on this support level of the weekly, which is expected to move the market all the way to the upside as expected. So GBP JPY, I'm looking for the buying opportunities here to the upside. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame and then prepare for our buy to the upside. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of GBP JPY. Okay, now GBP JPY on the 4-hour time frame, let's break it down. If you look closely at the 4-hour time frame of GBP JPY, we have the 4-hour mid-range zone over here. Price was moving to the upside on the 4-hour time frame, higher high, higher low, equal high, equal low. I'm expecting the next one touch on this support level where we use that as confirmation to buy on GBP JPY. So GBP JPY, this is also our full and complete technical analysis. Alright, so that's also for GBP JPY. Let's move to the next pair on board. Keep dropping your pairs in the comment section for me. I'll see it and I'll be able to analyze for you as well. Alright, so next pair in the comment section. Next pair in the comment section. Alright, so NZD CAD, I see NZD CAD, I also see gold. Let's go to NZD CAD. Do I have an NZD card? Let's see. Unfortunately, I don't have the NZD card. Oh, how come? NZD card is on my watch list today. Okay, let's move to the next one. Let's move to I'm seeing AUD USD. I'm also seeing USD card. Okay, AUD USD and USD card. Okay, so AUD USD, we are looking for a buying opportunity. We are already in a buy in the free Telegram channel. So if you're not in my free Telegram channel, kindly go to my profile. Now my profile, you're going to click on this link to join my free Telegram channel. Okay, so make sure to click on this link to join my free Telegram channel so you can have access to the signal that I've been dropping in the group as well. So this was a free signal that we are in, but let's break down this whole pair again and then know where price is going and how we can pick entry again in that direction. Okay, so this is what AUD USD. Now AUD USD on the 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. Looking at AUD USD on the 3 months, there's strong level of buy pressure on this support level of the 3 months, which is what preventing sellers from coming down here because they are always what pushing the market to the upside when contact is made. Price has made contact again on that same what buy pressure or on that same support level, and then what is happening? Buyers are pushing it all the way to the upside. There's even a bullish pin buy here, which is an indication of what buy momentum, which is going to move the market all the way up. So AUD USD, we are looking for buying opportunities. Let's take it again to the monthly and add more meaning. This is the monthly time frame of AUD USD. We have the monthly mid-range zone. On the monthly time, we are also seeing the price going up because there was a break one above this one support level, which became a resistance. Buyers look above it, they are moving it all the way to the upside. So this is also an indication of price going up on the monthly. Let's take it again to the weekly and add more meaning. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame of AUD USD. If you look at AUD USD on the weekly, we have the weekly mid-range zone, and just around about here you can see that price is moving in the range or a consolidation. Why? Because there's equal lows and there's also equal highs. So this is a clear indication of a range or a consolidation period here on the weekly time frame. Price has not been moving anywhere, it is just moving horizontally. So since we're in the range, means that price is definitely going to hit back at this resistance level. And if you look at the weekly time frame, price is also moving to the upside from below here. So this was an uptrend from below here. Okay, you can see the price also moving to the upside from below. So this is a clear indication that buyers are going to make contact with this resistance level to play in the range or the consolidation cycle. Let's take it again to the daily and add more meaning. Alright, so this is also the daily time frame of AUD USD. Now AUD USD in the daily, we have the daily upper, the mid-range, and also the lower zone. What has price done here on the daily time frame? We are seeing the double confirmation on the daily. which is expected to reverse the market all the way up to the weekly resistance level as expected. So this area is where we are looking for the buying opportunities to the upside. Let's take it closely again to the 4 hour for the entries. Alright, so this is the 4 hour time frame of AUD USD, and like I said, we're already in a buying opportunity on this pair. But how can we add more buys? Let's explain. On the 4 hour time, we have the 4 hour mid-range zone. What happened on the 4 hour? Double bottom, price broke above the neckline, push, exhaustion, and we are seeing continuation push all the way up. Now, if buyers have been able to break above previous resistance level here on the 4 hour, we are expecting price to go a little bit up, come back again for retest. We can add another buying opportunity to the upside in that same manner. So AUD USD, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. All right. All right. Let's see the next pair in the comment section. All right. Let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. I'm going to be ending the live session very soon. Let's go to gold. I'm tired. All right. So gold. What is going on here? Let's start on the weekly time frame. Okay, so this is gold on the weekly time. Now, gold on the weekly, let's take our time to break it down. We have the weekly upper zone and then the weekly lower zone as well. This is a weekly push, weekly exhaustion. We're expecting weekly continuation push to the upside. So price should be able to make contact with this resistance level of sensitivity. But how are we going to be able, how are we going to be able to buy from here to the upside? Let's take it again to the daily time frame for more explanation. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of gold. Now, gold on the daily time frame, let's put median into it. We have the daily mid-range zone over here. What is going on the daily? Double bottom over here, a break above the neckline or lower high. Price is heading all the way to the upside. So we know very well that since buyers have been able to break above the daily resistance, it's very likely that we are going to hit the next one resistance level. But how do we locate buys to the upside? Let's take it again to a 4 hour time frame for the final touch. Alright, so this is a 4 hour time frame of gold. Now, gold on the 4H time frame, we have the 4H upper zone and then the 4H lower zone as well. What is price doing here on the 4 hour? It has been able to break above this resistance level of sensitivity, giving us a push to the upside. After a push, what happens next? Retest after retest, continuation push to the upside. So gold, this is one way that we are going to pick our entry to the upside. Now the other way that we're also going to pick our entry is that if sellers are unable to give us a complete retest and instead drop a little bit down, brace above and retest, you pick entries here also to the upside on gold. So gold, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Next pair in the comment section for me. Next pair in the comment section. Guys, make sure to follow me so that anytime I come on live, you are going to be notified as well. Ajagbo Jr. is saying BTC USD. Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's go to BTC USD. Alright, so BTC USD, we are looking for a selling opportunity. Let's take it to a 3 months time frame. Alright, so this is the 3 months time frame of BTC USD. Let's begin with the breakdown. But before I break down this pair, guys, I'm going to be ending the live session very soon. So if you haven't joined my free Telegram channel, the time is now. Just go to my profile. On my profile, you click on this link to join my free Telegram channel. If you are failing to join, you can simply pick my WhatsApp contact, WhatsApp me, and I'll send you the link myself. Let's break down BTC USD. This is BTC USD on the 3 months. We have the upper zone and then the lower zone. Price is moving to the upside on the 3 months time frame. This is a push as higher high. This is an exhaustion as higher low. We have a continuation push the upside. Now, what is price going to do here on the 3 months? It is going to come back to retest the previous higher high as higher low. Alright, so this is what we're going to see on the 3 months time frame of BTC USD. So BTC, we're expecting a sell to the downside to complete the higher time frame retest. But how are we going to be able to capitalize on that retest? Let's take it further to the monthly time frame and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the monthly, we have the monthly upper and the monthly lower zone as well. What happened in the monthly? This area was our what? Higher high. Buyers broke above this higher high with a push the upside, but after retest, we couldn't see continuation push further up. Instead, sellers were very strong and they broke below this previous higher high to the downside, which means that they are in control, so definitely pushing price all the way to the downside. So BTC price is what? Dropping to the downside. But how do we pick ourselves? Let's take it again to the weekly and add more meaning. Okay, so this is also the weekly time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the weekly, we have the weekly mid-range zone over here. What is going on the weekly? We are seeing what? Equal high or double top. Now after the double top, price has broken below the neckline, which was what? A strong level of what? Sensitivity. So this area was what? Sell pressure. We became buy pressure here, and then sellers has been able to break below it as well. So once sellers have been able to break below it, they are coming all the way down to form the next lower low on the weekly what? Support, before you can see retest and the cycle continues in that manner. But first of all, since sellers have been able to break below this area, we're looking for selling opportunity to this weekly what? Support level as lower low. So how do we pick ourselves? Let's take it again to the daily and add another meaning. This is the daily time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC on the daily time frame, we have what? A push to the downside, which is what? The daily lower low. We have daily lower high. Price must drop to complete the next what? Lower low. So this is also another downtrend on the daily, indicating that price will be falling to the downside. But let's take it again to the 4-hour time frame, where we are preparing for ourselves to the downside. So this is the 4-hour time frame of BTC USD. Now BTC USD on the 4-hour time, what am I expecting? This is the daily lower low, this is the daily lower high. But on the 4-hour time frame, this is the double top, a break below the neckline, lower low, lower high, lower low. I'm expecting the next lower high to complete before the next selling opportunity comes in to the downside. So BTC USD, we're expecting retest. After retest, candle confirmation, we sell all the way down on this pair. So that's also for BTC USD. Guys, this brings us to the end of today's live session. I'm very tired, I need to rest. I'm going to be downloading this particular live session on TikTok here, and I'll be posting it on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't joined my YouTube channel as well, make sure to just go to my profile. Now my profile, once we click on this link, you're going to see what? The YouTube link also pop up. You can also sign up and then rewatch this live as I'll be uploading it on YouTube as well. So thank you for coming in. Stay classy and free classy. Those of you that are interested in my mentorship, kindly pick my WhatsApp number, or kindly WhatsApp me, or kindly message me on TikTok. I'll be able to respond to you regarding mentorship or anything of that sort as well. So thank you for coming. Like I said, stay classy and free classy. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live session. My assistants will keep you guys posted as we continue with market analysis as well. Stay classy, free classy. Peace guys, I'm out.